it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday. And it's Christmas time, look at the trees. We are at Hicks right now, shopping for trees, poinsettias, all that jazz, but here's our Technique Tuesday. Hello everybody, so today we are doing yet again one of our other holiday creations. So today we're going to be making a card. I know that a lot of people already have their Christmas cards out and all that stuff. I actually don't have mine out yet, so Brendan and I have to get to that. But I wanted to try and create a card with you all today because this one Mom and I have been eyeing for a while, so we wanted to kind of try it out. So we are going to start. All right, before we get started, I just have my evergreen extras here. I always love keeping my extras because you never know what you're gonna need or what size you're gonna need, and our card bases are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I do have an extra strip here that I can use. 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Awesome. All right. And I am gonna be using our mix-in as well, our current mix-in, but I'm gonna put that to the side for now. And we have our 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 here. I do want to take my T-square ruler, and with this, I am going to create a few lines. So I'm going to go about 1 inch up from the bottom. We're going to draw a line right across here. I'm going to go 1/2 inch in from either side, and then I am going to, I'm going to use the bottom of my Versamat here, just to make my life a little easier here. Just gonna make a marking at 1/2 inch from the top, and the middle of this is 2 1/8, so right there. Just gonna put a little dot, and then we're gonna connect the lines. Make sure that you draw these lines lightly so we can erase, or we could use the other side of the paper, either way. So now that we have our triangle, we do want to make a few more lines on our tree here. So I'm just going to bring this down to the edge of my Versamat once again. And I'm going to, because we have between 1 and 5 inches, I'm going to do a line every 1/2 inch. So make a line here. Then next we're going to do a line from the center down. So we've got our grid here, and then what we have to do is we have to make lines going from the bottom corner up into that 1/2 inch line that we had made, and then we do it up the entire tree. All right, so the next thing we gotta do is we gotta cut this triangle out. So I just had kind of another line there just to show you what I mean, but we wanna fold this in half like this. And kind of only crease where the tree is because we will be opening it up, but just to show you. And then we want to cut where we have this triangle. We're going to cut this triangle out. And open up that card. All right, so I did mess up a little bit with the lines here, so I'm just going to use my rub and remove to erase some of these lines that I created. We have an eraser. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a line that is halfway between this and that cut, the two cuts. So it's going to be at 1/4 inch, right? So now I'm going to make it from the end of the tree to the 1/4 inch. Then what we're going to do is that 2 inch line that I had created already, I kind of erased the diagonals. I know I erased a little bit of the other lines too, but we wanted to make this from that 2 inch down to that 1 1/4. See how that kind of creates like a tree looking thing? Maybe not. Let me straighten out my other lines. All right, we can see those a little bit brighter now, right? So those are going to be dots. Basically just going to put little dots here throughout that, right? We're going to put a dot here and there's going to be like a dot here. So it's going to kind of be the same on either side. Then we're going to take our next one and go 1/2 inch up from that quarter. So we're going to go to 3/4 inches, and I'm going to draw a line from the outside here to the inside here. So see, that's another dot. And then from this point, that circle that we just made with the quarter, it's going to go up to that next dot that we made, like that. Then from that quarter, we're going to go up another 1/2 inch. So we're kind of just moving up the tree in 1/2 inch increments. 2 dots there. We're going to put a diagonal from that dot to that next dot, which is going to be the center of the tree. And then we're going to go up once again, make that line, dot, and dot. Dot and dot. They're going to match up on the other side as well. So then we fold this like this. And with the scissor now, we're going to cut along the dotted line. We're going to cut like this. So we've got all of our cuts like that, right? So then next, what we're going to do is we're going to end up folding these pieces down. So because we just did the lines, I did it a little bit darker than I should have, just because we don't want to see them, but I wanted to kind of show you how this was done. So what you're going to do then is I'm going to do it on the lighter side because I think we'll see a little bit less. But I'm going to take this, and basically where those lines were is going to where it's kind of stop. So remember we drew those lines right there, and there's not one on the other side, but that's kind of where that's going to be folded, and it's going to stay like that, and we're going to kind of create a tree. So because we didn't end up cutting all of those pieces, when we start to fold, it starts to look like a Christmas tree. Just like that. How awesome is that? And then I can take my eraser and I can erase all of these lines that I've just created. But because I'm using the back side of it, it's a little bit easier because I don't have as many lines. Or I could always embellish this afterwards as well. So does that make sense? Kind of, we did all of our markings here, and then when we folded it down, we get a tree. And then what I can do from here is I can take a base piece and back that. So just so I don't waste paper, I would probably cut this at a 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. So I'm going to take one of my brand new mix-in pieces. So I know my top pieces don't cover like these do, so if you wanted to, as you go up, you could make it, instead of a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, and it will definitely fill in there. But I just wanted to show you this quickly. And then if you have any of our embellishments, you could always throw on a wooden star or something like that. So I can top this with a wooden star. And I can always throw on some gems as well. And even if I wanted to, I could always add some stickles as well. And if I had thought about it beforehand, I could even use some washi tape or some masking tape and put 2 pieces here and ink this with a brown. Or I could even just take one of my Spectrum Noir markers, and I'll re-glue that once I do this, but I can make a stem. I think I would prefer the ink for the bottom there, but that's okay. I just was experimenting there. But yeah, that is basically just an easy, simple tree card that you can make using paper. You can also use this in all different colors. Once again, like I said, I went a little heavy-handed on the pencil just because I wanted you to be able to see the lines, especially on the evergreen paper. But you just kind of put this then right onto your card base and you've got a really pretty card to do. If you wanted to as well, you could always trim this a little bit too, so you don't have to put it right directly onto the edge of the card base. You can have a little bit of a gap in there. So let me just, I went right into the stickles there, but that's okay. I just trimmed that down 1/4 of an inch around so I can get a really pretty border with that when it goes onto my card base as well. And you can always, you know, add some stamping, add other embellishments, other places. But yeah, that is our Christmas tree card. So I did do some more stickles with our liquid pearl, which ended up, for some reason, not recording. It recorded the taking of the camera out of the stand, but as you can see in this photo, how the stickles or the liquid pearl really do look really nice on this card. So you can always add that as well to give it a little bit more pizzazz. And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. But look at the pretty tree that they picked out. Woo! So, first time with an artificial tree. It's a little weird. But we had to do it for certain reasons. So, but all right, we will see you next Tuesday with another one of our holiday crafts. See you then. Bye. Hey everyone, it's Adele and April. Oh my gosh. What are you meowing at? What's up there? What's up there? What? What's so exciting? What, Blair? Blair, why are you being such a chatty Cathy?